Hello, guys. We are now going to talk about the impact of the transits in 2025 for the Virgo ascendant and Virgo moon sign. We all know that Virgos are known for their logics, for their perfection. They are very practical people and they are very systematic. They are fond of going into details of everything. And these are the people who want to be very meticulous. They prefer cleanliness around them and clean surroundings. So basically, these are the lots whom you can call as perfectionists. These are the people who would like to go into detail of anything and everything. So you cannot mess with them. Now, first of all, for them, Jupiter is going to be their Kendra Lord, the Lord of their quadrant. So the transit of Jupiter is going to be very fruitful for them. And I will tell you how it is going to work for them. So, guys, again, I will repeat on 30th of March, uh, planet Saturn is going to transit into their seventh house, and Jupiter will transit into their 10th house on 15th of May, and on 18th of May, Rahu and Ketu are going to transit into their sixth house and 12th house, respectively. Now, let's understand the impact of this transit. First of all, Jupiter is a very benefic planet and it is a Kendra lord for these, but it is also their Badhak planet, which means a planet which is able to cause some kind of obstacles. So Jupiter is currently placed in their ninth house and it is going to be there till 15th of May. This transit of Jupiter is helping them with their education, with their studies, and those of you who are wanting to buy a property, this transit will be more helpful after 15th of May. But those people who are wanting to study in foreign lands or who are wanting to study in some good universities, for them, the current transit of Jupiter till 15th of May is very, very favorable. And for education purpose, it's a very favorable transit. But after 15th May, Jupiter enters into your 10th house and it is going to promote your work, your education. So some of you may want to find a job appropriate to your area of studies. So your area of studies are going to come handy for finding the appropriate job. This position of Jupiter is very good for those who are doing their own work, who are doing their businesses. And this is a very favorable transit for buying properties also. But this transit will give you some concerns related to your mother's health. The reason is Jupiter in your 10th house and also planet Saturn that is transiting in your 7th house from 30th of March. From the 7th house, it is going to aspect your 4th house of maternal happiness. So there you will have some concerns and you are also going to get a double transit after 15th May on your 4th house. So buying a property, selling a property, or buying new assets will be very, very happening for you. And there is a huge possibility like these things can happen. Now, Saturn is your, you can say, neutral planet because it is also holding the lordship of your sixth house, but also it holds the lordship of your fifth house. So, Saturn's transit into your seventh house would mean that some of you who are into some kind of love relationships will find it very fruitful to get married to the person of your choice. And this transit is also good for those people who are trying to seek some loans, who are wanting to get something out of the court cases that they have been undergoing. So this transit will help them in that. And the current transit of Saturn in your seventh house will also uh, give you a, you can say, check on your style of living because your partner is going to be very, very regulating on you as Saturn is transiting your seventh house. Some of you could face difficulties in your ongoing relationships, and you may have to be more cautious with what you are doing, and you have to take your relationships seriously. This is for those people who are already married. Now, we will talk about the transit of Rahu in your Rahu is going to enter into your sixth house. This is a very, very powerful transit because from here, Rahu will vanquish all your enemies, all your difficulties, all your diseases, all your debts. So you are able to win any kind of court cases if they are ongoing. And this position of Rahu will also make you physically stronger, and you will make sure that you are putting enough energies in building your health. So the position of Rahu is extremely beneficial for those who are going to sit into any competitions or those who are fighting any kind of court cases, or if you are having any kind of enemies. But there is one thing which I want to warn you, that Rahu in the sixth house also promotes some kind of theft. So you have to be very careful at your workplace or at your home while hiring any servant, because you may end up hiring somebody who is not very trustworthy. So usually people lose their important valuables when Rahu sits in the sixth house. So on that regard, you have to be very careful. And Ketu is entering into your 12th house. This transit of Ketu is going to increase your expenses because Ketu is naturally a naturally a malefic planet. So in the 12th house, it will increase your expenditure, and this position can turn you into very spiritual if you are having some benefics who are associating with your 12th house in your natal chart. So then the transit of Ketu will be very helpful for you if you do not have any malefic associated with your 12th house. Otherwise, it will increase your, you can say, expenditures, and sometimes it will also take you to a different path of life where you can go into some kind of habits which are not appropriate for your well-being. So that kind of things will happen with this Ketu in your 12th house. But I would suggest you to pray to Lord Ganesha and to find some time to sit in solitude. And this way, Ketu will help you move step forward towards moksha, towards enlightenment. And that's all for now. And I wish you all the best for the incoming year. May all your desires get fulfilled and you get the best results of your efforts in the coming year 2025. All the best. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, friends.